20 examples of instant karma in sports. As it said, karma has no menu. You get what you deserve. And this works pretty well in sports as well. There's a lot of bad blood in sports. In fact, everyone is playing for three things: money, to win, and to add to their respective legacies. Sometimes a great win happens to be not so great for athletes because they get screwed up later. And sometimes an early celebration of victory makes them feel ashamed. If you haven't watched our previous video of the athletes who celebrated too early, make sure to check it out as well. You will love it. Welcome to Everything Sports. In this video, you're going to see the 20 examples of instant karma in sports. Make sure you stay until the end because we have the best karma story for you at the #1 spot and you do not want to miss out. If you want to know what happens when the coach spills a drink on a court floor, you will definitely love the #1 spot on our list. Let's play fast and lose with the term karma, shall we? Number 20. Steve Sullivan. Here's a pretty interesting hockey clip with Steve Sullivan from the Chicago Blackhawks. A fan taunted Sullivan for taking a high stick and then later in the game got struck in the face by an errant puck, giving Sullivan a reason to taunt back. Sullivan points out that he didn't even realize what had happened until teammate Tony Amonte pointed it out to him, and Sullivan then skated over to the glass and shared some choice words with a fan who had done the same early in the period.
Just started calling me some names and that I really can't say on TV. You know, common courtesy, just be quiet. And forehead, he started bleeding probably worse than I was. And Tony Amonte yelled at me on the ice.
Number 19. KK Sibona. He was back in 2010 when Sibona had just taken the lead with 0.6 seconds left in the game, which caused them to forget the remaining time and celebrate on the court. And all of a sudden, Partizan's Dusan Ketchman gets the ball and the figurative dagger through the heart. Number 18. Lee Tai-Kyun. In this short video, you will see Nexon's Lee Tai-Kyun showing off his home run swagger like a champ. But unfortunately, there's no home run. Did you know that this is a sort of trend in Korean baseball? Number 17. Brazilian striker Marta. As the data shows, female soccer players are half as likely to fake in-game injuries compared to their male counterparts. And that's what this case sounds like. And if you think that Marta's flop in the goal area was less than genuine, then you might also guess that karma was more than returned by the match's end.
Penalty into the game after they've trailed for so long.
Number 16. Matt Hasselbeck. 13 years ago, Hasselbeck made the worst prediction in NFL history. After the Seahawks won possession, Matt said into the microphone, "We want the ball and we're going to win." No one could believe his arrogance. After a couple of nice plays on their drive, Hasselbeck took a 5-step drop, looked, and threw a piss to his left. Not only did his guarantee fail, but he threw the pick six that lost the game.
One of his passes did lead to a score.
The pass is picked up.
Number 15. Joe Harding. He went from Michael Jackson to Sleeping Beauty in 1 second. That's how fans react with Joe Harding's dance moves. It goes without saying that whilst a little showboating in a fight can be okay, you probably shouldn't start dancing in the middle of your own fight. That's exactly what Joe Harding did at BC MMA 16 when he faced Johan Segas, and he got knocked out. Number 14. Kerwin Bell. Back in 2000, Toronto Argonauts quarterback Kerwin Bell gets into the end zone and decides to spike the ball as a sign of his dominance and power. But it doesn't go well for him or his manhood. It resulted in spiking the ball between his legs and everything turning into a great meme.
Talking noise, I think.
Oh, and he hit himself. That one.
Number 13. Usman Ahmed. It's really hard to have more swagger than British professional boxer Usman Ahmed. After getting introduced in his fight against Ashley Sexton in 2010, Ahmed showed off some of his incredible dance moves on his way to the ring. The video of course went viral. I mean, how could it not? And to this day, it still regularly makes the rounds on social media. The fans got a kick out of the entrance, but the atmosphere changed once the match started. Less than 2 minutes into the fight, Sexton knocked Ahmed out with a brutal right hook. Well, Usman's entrance turned out to be longer than the actual match. Unfortunately, he wasted all of his moves and his actual match ended up not so well for him. Number 12. Amir Sayoud. Visualization is supposedly one of the most important parts of any player's routine before striding up to the ball for a penalty shot. During the match between Al Ahly and Kim Aswan in the Egypt Cup, Algerian striker Amir Sayoud took what might possibly be one of the worst penalty shots you'll ever see. He appeared to attempt to fake out the keeper by doing a stutter step before shooting, but then lost his balance. He fell after barely getting a shot off. It turned out that the embarrassment he got was not enough, so he was given a yellow card for disregarding the opponent. After that, even his assistant coach said that he needed more experience. Well, Mr. Sayoud, didn't anybody tell you that you shouldn't hit the ground with your face on a penalty kick? Number 11. Sadio Mane. There were so many memorable moments in the Champions League in 2018, but Sadio Mane destroying Neymar's soul has to be right up there. It's when he destroyed Neymar on this one-on-one, so Neymar gets his revenge moments later. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. Number 10. Kurzawa. There is a chance that this exact moment goes on to accomplish Layvin Kurzawa's career, and chances are this is his most memorable moment. Just 2 minutes after he sunk one in the net for France in the Euro 2015 Under-21 qualifier and saluted farewell in the face of his Swedish opponent John Guidetti, the opposition side kicked one in to win the game at the last minute. Number 9. Julian Wallace. This very recognizable Australian MMA fighter Julian Wallace has seemed to get a lot of attention for all the wrong reasons. You may recognize him and his tattoos from the viral bullying video in his face-off with Ben Nguyen, where he was knocked out by Nguyen in their match. Number 8. Wes Walson. This one is about a female rugby match between Wes Walson and Cardiff Cobrets. With a 6-4 lead on the scoreboard, a Walson player tossed the ball into the air in celebration, but one of the Cardiff Cobrets collected the ball and ran 30 meters to score a winning try, much to the astonishment of poor old Wes Walson. Number 7. Molly Huddle. At the World Athletics Championships in 2015, American 10,000 meter runner Molly Huddle thought she'd won bronze. As she approached the line, she slowed down and raised her arms in celebration. But wait, she was pipped across the line by Emily Infeld and made to look a little bit silly. Number 6. Mark Roberts. Super Bowl 38 will always be remembered for different reasons, but one moment gets lost in the shuffle. British streaker Mark Roberts. Do you remember Justin Timberlake's famous Rock Your Body? His lyrics include, "Better have you naked by the end of this song." And that has actually worked for the streaker. As if Super Bowl 38 had not had enough unexpected nudity, Roberts saw his chance to strike in Houston. As he said, he just wanted to give people something to smile about. Number 5. Husti. Jabox Husti turned out to be the scorer of a wonderful winner one moment and to receive a red card the next. In celebration, he ran towards the fans, pulling off his shirt, and climbed on the fence to party with the fans. The referee decided these were two independent bookable offenses and sent him off. So technically the yellow card for removing his shirt was his first one.
It was practically the last kick of the game. the story. Referee Dennis Aitekin had to give 1 yellow card for the shirt, and then for climbing the fence, it meant red.
Number 4. The Warriors. Almost lost in the storyline of LeBron James getting the Cleveland Cavaliers a title was his wicked tale of revenge. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors ruined James' initial bid at hoisting a title in his hometown in the 2015 NBA Finals. Cleveland had plenty of injuries to deal with, but it didn't make the loss sting any less. Most did not give the Cleveland Cavaliers a chance in the 2016 Finals either. After all, the Warriors had just put up the best regular season in NBA history and had beat the Cavaliers the year prior. James was not about to let it happen twice. The King posted 32 or more points in 3 games over the 7-game series, taking things into his own hands and taking down one of the best teams to ever grace a regular season. He did not just get a title for Cleveland, he ruined something for the Warriors that may never happen again. Number 3. The Lakers. There are a couple of instances of first blood in this intense rivalry, both drawn by the Boston Celtics. In 1984, the Celtics and Lakers met in the NBA Finals in an intense series that went the distance. The Celtics would go on to win Game 7 with Larry Bird winning the Finals MVP. Upset at the loss, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar vowed to be even more awesome, and they were. Just the following year, the Lakers would get another shot at the Celtics, this time capitalizing on the opportunity. They did it in fewer games than the year before, winning in 6. They would go on to beat the Celtics again in the 1987 Finals. And most recently, the Celtics got revenge by beating the Kobe Bryant-led Lakers in 2008 in 6 games. Upset at the loss, Kobe Bryant vowed to be more awesome, and they met again in the 2010 Finals. But this time, the Lakers won in 7 games. Number 2. Bill Gramatica. One of the funniest injuries in NFL history happened in 2001 when Arizona Cardinals kicker Bill Gramatica jumped into the air to celebrate a field goal and came down with a torn ACL. You guys got it all wrong. You said I got hurt jumping. My jump was excellent. It was my landing that I needed to work on. It was funny. It was a part of my career. I talk about it all the time. You have to laugh about it. Number 1. Jason Kidd. Now, the most egregious, Brooklyn Nets coach Jason Kidd was trying to finagle some time with his players in the most immature manner possible. The NBA fined him $50,000 for his spilled drink shenanigans that took place in the fourth quarter of a 99-94 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. The league said the fine was for intentionally spilling a drink on the floor to delay the game. The liquid needed to be cleaned up, giving the Nets, who were trailing 97-94, time to huddle and draw up a 3-point shot. In the video, Kidd can be seen telling Tashawn Taylor, "Hit me." Taylor bumps into him, and that's the time when Kidd spills a drink onto the court. It's about trying to win, and those guys in that locker room, and I try to put those guys in a position to get a basket. Good luck when we did. Kidd explained later. If you've ever doubted the existence of karma, we should have proven that it really does exist. What was the best karma moment you felt? We want to hear the story from you. Which of these instant karma stories was your favorite? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.